Hi, in today's session I'm going to talk about the thymus gland for a couple of different reasons. One, from one point of view, and I guess it really depends on who's looking and what you're thinking about, but from one point of view, it is one of the most important glands in your body for the simple reason that it supports your immune system. It's where the T cells are matured and go out and do battle with invading forces. They are kind of, I call them killer cells. They're the ones that go out and protect you. Now, of course, there are also other antibodies that come out of the bone marrow. That's another story altogether. But here is the thymus gland. Symbolically, the thymus gland is what it says it is. It's a protector. Your defense system, let me rephrase that, your immune system is truly your first line of physical form of defense, because your other first line are your ears and your eyes, as well as your five senses. All of your senses are designed to protect you from invasion, from corruption. Now, corruption comes in many forms. Sometimes it comes in the form of a conversation. You're listening to somebody and they say something that either offends you or you resonate with, and then the question comes up, which part of you is resonating? Is it your spiritual self, or, as in most instances, is it your emotional self? Because they are not the same and they have two different agendas. Your spiritual self, which seeks to protect you and guide you so that you can reunify with the God force, and your energies are one and the same, and you're manifesting the God force in the material plane, which is what our purpose truly is. Not to make money, not to have possessions to show the world, look how great we are, look how what we have. That is an illusion, and honestly, it's a distraction. If you spend all of your time in the pursuit of material, what time are you spending in understanding and developing your spiritual self? Questionable. Having said that, it's also said that the thymus gland is the seat of power. Well, that's misleading, for the simple reason that the true seat of power is here in your mind. And it's when you feel strong, and that strength and personal power that I talk about comes from a deep understanding of who you are. Understanding your vulnerabilities. And those are the concepts that when you read something or hear something, or someone, talking to you or shows you something, that triggers concepts within. Those concepts will begin to set up patterns of behavior to validate the concept as being true, even when it's detrimental to your spiritual growth and well-being. Okay? So, thymus gland, nutrients that are good for it are things like vitamin A, the mineral zinc, I was going to say vitamin C, because those are good for the immune system. Nourish your body, because there's a universal teaching, and this, as you can see, it says the inequities are passed on 3 to 4 generations. So if grandma and grandpa had something on dad's side or mom's side, there's a potential for you to get it as well, unless, number one, you've changed your diet, and two, you've changed your diet. Okay? Because if you think like they do, then guess what? You're going to end up like they are. So the way to change that is to make changes in what it is you're consuming in a material way and in a spiritual way as well. And don't get caught up in the intellect and think that because you get it from an intellectual point of view that you got it. You may understand the words, but if you can't apply the information to change your life, there's no growth. And then this universal teaching comes into play. Okay? So that nothing changes. Make the changes, build your defenses so that you can protect yourself from the things that people are saying to you the things that you're reading that you believe to be true, and they may not be. Investigate. You know, back in the 60s, there used to be a bumper sticker said, "Challenge authority." And you should. Don't believe anything from anybody. I think there's an old saying, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. I may have that wrong, and it wouldn't be the first time. At any rate, investigate, get clear about the truth of things, nourish your system so that your defenses are strong and powerful. And be mindful about defenses, because in as much as they can protect you, they can wall you in. And remember, on some levels, you need to lower your defenses. This teaching tells you you need to be as a child to get into the kingdom of heaven. And where's the kingdom of heaven? That's right, within, not out there. Okay? So there it is. Nourish your thymus, nourish your body, nourish your mind. Because your mind controls your brain, and your brain controls your body. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. Hope you learned a little something. And continuing with the series, I'll be covering vitamins, systems of the body, glands, organs, you name it. You'll learn it here from a different point of view. Thank you, and take care, and be well. And by the way, think about signing up with CUTA. Get into our newsletter. Go to my website. See all the free information that's there. Consider signing up for the Life Enrichment Journey. It's going on, and we'll talk. Take care, be well, and God bless.